Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. It took me about 9 minutes because I was setting up my two-step verification for YouTube. All of a sudden decided to ask me to set it up, so I set it up. Took a little bit of time. Now I'm here. Let's go. Let's get started. Let's get started. We talk about what? Let's go. We be talking about what? Macro vagina. Vagina basically means awareness, knowing what's going on with the world. Macro means big. That's why I signed it like that. Anyway, point. Boom. What happened today? Unemployment claim. Mature my street. You guys see what's happening. Get it. Okay. Let's get started. Today's unemployment claim previous 205K. Forecast more. Got more unemployment, meaning less people are working. Because of that, what do you think? Picture it. If you wish more money, they get their money by people working. So therefore, if more people are working, more people are getting paid. What does that mean? Interest rates and everything will stay high because economic is improving. It's doing good. That's what it means to them. So they keep that usual patterns. Now, more increase of unemployment claim means what? They're panicking, they're having more chance of losing their money, not running their business, or they're just not getting their money at all. Because we work and feed them through tax and blah, 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 blah. Too many integration with the money in the system that became corrupted. No wonder why we're literally like 39 trillion of dollars behind debt. Point. Unemployment claim. If less are working, they get less money. So to prevent that, what do? They cut the rates more, trying to make the dollar go cheaper. Wow. Yeah, pretty much. To make that happen, what's the biggest factor that's making inflation go higher right now? The war. What's the war about? The control with the oil. Now, oil. Trump trying to propose peace. He wants to negotiate for peace with Iran. Yeah. He been saying that all morning, which makes the market drop. That can be the factor of it, right? It makes sense. So, when Iran responded back, Iran responded back eventually saying, let's look at it. Let's look at it. Too much in my head, G. Let's look at it. Okay, apparently so far, Okay, apparently so far, Iran seems to be finally in talk with Trump. If that's the case, if it actually is the case, then no wonder why oil is dropping a little bit. Let's look at the chart. Yep, hold up. Yeah, pretty much. Trump is trying to pressure the inflation for it to cease down for a little bit. I don't really want to say too much, like it's for manipulating the market and all that. Like I could be wrong with assumption. I just want to say facts here. What's fact is the there was more money sitting at the low. What we saw was triple bottom. Because we're looking at triple bottom, I can expect it to be swept because a lot of money is sitting right there before it was actually going anywhere. That's for the oil. Now, Trump pressured the market crash. Boom. Now the both are in talk. It's funny. It's a little bit funny because this morning during New York session, Iran say they refused negotiation with Trump, or Trump never proposed a negotiation. That was all his talk. So the argument was a little bit ongoing until then, boom. A reporter asked Trump, or Trump found out about the market going up, and he was like, oh, he thought oil will go lower. Because he said that, what do you think gonna happen? People buy, right? Because he said, oh, I thought oil will go lower. What actually happened? It didn't. No, I take that back. It did. Sorry. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. My mind's a little bit rushing. Okay, I took a 3-second breather. Let's get back in the game. Okay. Okay, pretty much what happened today was everything is based off oil shock. The oil shock is related to the war, how people are reacting to it. Lately, the oil shock is just the oil factor getting higher and higher, higher. That's been the pressure of the market, right? So, this morning, New York open. Oil decided to pump liquidity, creating equal lows. It wasn't really going anywhere until Trump tweeted something. Trump tweeted specifically something, I gotta find it. But we're about liquidity sweep. New York open, it went low, then went straight for the high. Because I thought it creates uncertainties, I did force some trade that I didn't have to this morning. I forced some trade trying to buy. Wait. I bought once, then I sold too early without a confirmation. Then, wait. I forced buy twice, then once sold too early without confirmation. Then the last trade, I actually had a confirmation after I waited. Equal lows. I would call it a crown or a triple bottom because it has 3 touches to the support level. That's liquidity anyway. That's liquidity. Now, New York opens for stocks. What does it do? It decides to open, go straight up, retest it. It retested the breakout of the range. That's where it broke out. Now, because price breakout is going to continue its usual pattern, which is what? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. When New York opened, I've been looking at the stocks and I've been looking at the oil. Oil rises. The SP 500 and gold was acting funny because of the risk factor. If gold is choppy, it's a truth serum. It makes everything clear for how the market is going to behave. Risk on, risk off factor. What type of behavior? Is it compressing or is it expanding, etc.? Gold all morning, even right now, everything seems choppy. Because it's choppy, is the risk appetite strong or is weak? It's weak. Because the risk appetite is weak, it wouldn't make sense for the SP 500 to actually keep going higher. This is why this morning, when I didn't think or I didn't realize, like I didn't thought that through, because I was rushing, feeling a bit of the FOMO, I got my emotion involved. You guys see my post? 7 emotion that destroys your trading? Heed that advice because that's what happened to me. I forced 3 trades. Yeah, I forced 2 trades. One trade I took was too early with uncertainty. I didn't wait for confirmation. I didn't actually give myself time. I was feeling the FOMO instead of thinking clearly with analysis. It wouldn't make sense for SP 500 to actually go higher when during the opening, yes, oil did drop, but however, I wouldn't be so quick to think it's going to keep dropping. Why? The escalation was still going on. That's how we all see it in the world, hearing about the Iran versus Israel war. Because I saw this level, 1, 2, and the equal lows right there. Perfect. So you guys know. What happened this morning in real time? Oil opens. It's going up. SP 500, it goes down. But liquidity sweep, it swept the money. It made a low, lower high, and then lower, lower again, taking the money. About 7:30 is when I actually showed up on the market, looking at the chart, analyzing, realizing oil went up and I missed a drop. I was like, oh dang, that could have been my opportunity for a sell. But then I realized the volume was getting higher, but the price stayed within the candle size, meaning it's indecision, hesitation, it's not going anywhere. Oil gets higher, but then the pullback, price bullish, still open, but closed inside the previous second candle, showing that it's not as strong to keep going higher. As of right now in that morning, I didn't see my setup. I ain't taken no position, none. SP 500 is starting to go up. It looks strong. I wonder what's going to happen. Now look at the oil. Oil is dropping, but I see some rejection. But it actually dropped. Or because high volume, but I showed some decent demand by rejecting. So it's not ready. Volatility is starting to kick in. That's when traders are trying to get into the market. They're creating liquidity in real time. Time is so slow for me. I couldn't be wait. I couldn't be patient. I rushed to trade. That's why two trade was forced. One, uncertainty. And that's around there. Around that time, I bought because I seen the oil. Yeah, I bought because I saw the oil drop along with the high volume, thinking, oh, okay, it's probably going to keep going down to sweep the higher low. But I realized it wasn't ready yet. It was too choppy. I had to wait for an Ashworth valid confirmation by repetition. See that? What we're supposed to see is higher high, higher low, higher high. If you saw that, you think, oh, it's supposed to keep going, right? But it changed the character. It's starting to shift downward. SP 500 is starting to shoot up. Woof, 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 woof. And that's when I took my. Wait, no. I was in a sell because I was feeling the FOMO, thinking it's going to continue going down, sweeping the liquidity. But I realized I did not trade my setup. I tried trading the liquidity sweep itself, then I became the money for the smart money to take. Boom. Price went up hard. Because of that, I was feeling a bit of FOMO. I decided to buy. I bought. I'm just seeing the market starting to reverse on me. On the small time frame, I was looking at that. It was too choppy. I got emotional. In the middle of that chop, I took a buy. Uncertainty without confirmation because the candle it's not going anywhere. So I realized that I got in all three trades. I risk managed it. And then guess what? Beautiful thing happened. Like I said, I decided to zoom out 4 hour time frame. I look, wow. I realized that it's probably making a low high. When they make a lower high from that break out of the range, it's probably going to continue downward because it has to balance the imbalance. Drop like that, the market has to balance everything out. And then continue to make it downward. Same thing's gonna happen. That's a repeated pattern, repetition. Everything has to repeat, repeatable process. And that's when I decided to sell. Because I realized New York Open recreated the liquidity twice. In both of those liquidity, people traded, and so much money was gathering. Now, the real move starting to reveal as the volume gets lower, volatility is starting to calm down. It's already been high on the opening and then going down, meaning calming down. The real move starts to reveal. And it gets higher, smart money placing positions or closing positions, either way. I set my stop loss above the equal highest liquidity because if it passes those areas, guarantee is shifting the narrative for it to be bullish. And that would mean oil crashing. But that's not the case. So I decided to give myself some room and take profit down there because if you create the liquidity, triple bottom at the bottom, and make money off the top, getting more money from a previous liquidity too. Right there. Yeah. I took a sell. I handled the violent Rick move. I handled that. I went through it. It only happened once, and after that, everything played out beautifully for me. Boom. Take profit smash. Another selling opportunity if you guys showed up are starting to pick up the pattern, pick up your pattern. You find your own pattern, you can execute again by the continuation. The market retests. That retests and it's starting to go down again. Today, you guys could have made money twice. Let's go. I journaled that. I learned my lessons from the first three trades. In the fourth trade, recovered my trade and gained all my profit that I lost. Plus, got more. That's the beauty of trading. You can't lose 7 times. But if you know risk management, your 3 wins will push you in profit. Meaning, even a lousy trader can still be profitable. It's about having a strategy you can execute on a daily basis, seeing opportunities, studying the market, executing, showing up, practice, refining your skill, knowing what exactly you're going to execute and what you're not going to execute, and following your rules. That's what trading is about. You want me to tell you the truth? It's you versus you. Yes. I be talking about the news. I mention this and that. But the real truth is, the news is just an excuse. Interest rate stays high. Dollar starting to have a tug of war. I respected the resistance twice. Hit the support. It wouldn't be surprising if I see dollar starting to chop or it gets weaker for the lower where money is sitting. If Trump is actually in a talk with Iran's leader, okay, things are slowly gonna solve. We'll see what happens during the weekend. If Trump decides to escalate during the weekend, everything during the week was guaranteed and manipulation. The news is the excuse that will create liquidity for everyone get trapped down, and then real moves reveal. Are you macro aware? Do you have that macro regime? No. You even know what's going on? You can't keep up in real time? Boom. You're not sure where the money's actually going to go, where it's going to flow to, if the market's behavior is risk on or risk off. What biggest factors that's influencing the market? If you don't have any one of those, and if you don't have a strategy, you're trading blind. If you're relying on indicators based on your experience, fine. I'm happy you have experience. That's the biggest pro. You took a step into taking risks. Let's go. Pat yourself on the back. That's respect. No, I'm serious. That's respect. But here's the thing. You're still trading blind. If you don't have a rule, if you don't have a system, how is everything repeatable process? If you don't have a data, it's fine. Within my community, you be doing proof of work. You be showing your execution, processing your trade 100 times. Man, if you're new, I'm talking about demo trading. If you're a new trader, new experience, demo trading. Start off with paper trading. Boom, 100 trades. You will have your data. Results will tell. 70%, 50% between that. Your strategy is good. You just gotta refine it more. Where's your rule? Where's your system? What works and what doesn't? Repeat that, repeat that, repeat that. Many professional traders know trading is a boring work. Yes, it is. Studying is a boring work. Yes, it is. 100%. I'm telling you guys that because it's just. But what you got to do when it comes to skill, keep showing up regardless. Period. Because you're going to keep showing up regardless. What's that going to make of you? A professional trader. Because you're making your skill become your profession. It's our time to make the skill work for us. Because you can see it. The data's right there. People are losing their job. or they're simply not wanting to work because the government's not paying everyone enough, especially when the inflation's going higher and they realize how's the job going to cover it all, especially 2 or 3 or 4 jobs. It's not enough. It's not enough. What you gonna do? You're screwed. You're in middle class. You have all these credit cards you haven't paid off, and you don't have an asset to make money for you. You're screwed. You're gonna lose everything. I'm telling you. And if you're secure yourself, you should be trading. I swear. That's what I'm gonna say. Tap in the community. Tap in. Lock in. Embrace the boring work and love the game and learn how the money works. Understand the system and know what you're executing. Now, I want to answer one of my friend's questions. You have to be smart to trade. Trust me, I met some few drops out that became a good trader. Come on. Even when I started learning trading, I realized in the beginning, you literally don't have to be smart to trade. You just gotta be disciplined. You don't have to be a dork. No, you just gotta be disciplined. Are you willing to commit to following your own rules? Are you going to commit to not self-sabotaging yourself? Are you going to commit reducing your bad habits so you can support yourself more? Are you going to commit to self-care? That, excuse me, all of that is the key. All of that is the key to success. How you take care of yourself, how you treat yourself, how you walk every morning when you wake up, how you go to bed every night, how you execute daily. What is your daily routine? That's literally all that matters. And what any of that has to do with intelligence. Intelligence is nice, but as a human experience, man, it's also heavy burden to carry if you carry too much knowledge. But that's not the point. The point is, you don't have to be smart to trade. Everyone can trade. Everyone can trade. A single mother can trade. A kid can trade. I swear. You won't believe it. In the beginning, my first year trading, you won't believe how upset I was. I was busting my ass, working 2 or 3 jobs. And here am I finding out a 13-year-old kid made 11,900 something trading crypto, man. Not buying or investing and all that stuff. He traded the same skill I have. 12 minutes, 15 minutes, he made like 11,900. And I'm here like, a kid can do that, but I can't? No. I quit my job. I went down to one job. I had more free time. I locked the fuck in. I did what I had to do. I studied. Nobody was answering. When I had to reach out for answers, my mentors, whatever it is, I reached out. So, no, I was hungry. I was doing everything I can to change my situation. And now here am I ahead of the game, and I'm trying to get you guys in. Tap in. You should be trading. That pullback was literally crazy though. Think about it. 3 minute time frame and price literally pop like that. That normally don't happen, man. If someone traded that, I swear they're lucky as hell. The way it snapped back inside like that, ooh, that's aggressive. Imagine you're happy on the first 3 minutes and the next 3 minutes, you're sad. Ooh, man, that's heartbreaking. Okay. Previous percentages. Tomorrow we have a retail sales news. Different reason. Same behavior can happen. Create liquidity or grab the money and then make it move. We just gotta see what happens when Tokyo is done with this price action, going to London session, then London session's gonna get itself set up for us. New York session, then we're gonna trade tomorrow morning. Let's tap in and be ready. 1.8%. They're forecasting decrease on sales. Nobody's been buying home. If that's the case, we may have more potential for the rates to keep cutting more, right? The government, smart money, they need our money. They need our money to make everything work. Otherwise, you're gonna say economy is not improving. Economy is not improving. They're gonna have to cut the rates more, but that is a problem because of the escalation and tension that's going on right now. Too much noise, too much distraction, everything's uncertain. We're probably gonna have fake outs, and volatility is gonna be high. Specific target if liquidity is gonna go attack. Man, you can't trade the same you did literally minutes ago. No, less sales on home means potential potentially see rates keep dropping a little bit or stay the same. Not sure. If it stays the same, maybe dollar will drop because it's been getting weaker. Maybe dollar will drop. It gets weaker tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Or it might be choppy for a while until we see how the talk goes. Excuse me. If they're still talking, which means that's an opportunity for gold and SP 500 to breathe and have some bit of a risk appetite to finally make its move instead of keep chopping because a lot of money was building up. Gold did the exact move I predicted. If the interest rates cut or the dollar gets weaker tomorrow, we might have a potential of seeing gold keep chopping with the main reversals. Otherwise, if the risk appetite is actually increasing because smart money wants to take a risk where a lot of money is sitting right there. It'll go up, grab money, or change of character. We have to see what happens. Risk appetite so far just keep getting drop. Why is SP 500 dropping? Repricing potentially, or like I say, stocks is actually based off human behavior. Because the humans' emotions are panicking and worrying and stressed about the world and all that. Smart money is not really investing. Economy is not improving. When data, claims, It's doing okay. Everybody's always one of that. So SP 500 crash, go choppy. Nobody really want to take the risk. So far, it is true. A lot of money is sitting right there. So the question is, will we have a shift? Liquidity targeting equal highs tomorrow. Will it have a shift for equal highs tomorrow? We have to see. Resistance level. Resistance level, if it breaks and holds above. Mitigation, respect. The support, resistance that became support, if it respects that, yep, potential for higher high. Depends on the 4-hour time frame. For our time frame right there shows some serious absorption. So that means that the market wants to flip after that. That's a question. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Tokyo might be just choppy for a while until London session. Maybe. We'll see how it plays out. I said that to a lot of times. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Anyway. $1 trillion wiped down from US stock. Woof. That was my dog. Okay. Apparently at 8:50, that's 3 minutes ago. That's 3 minutes ago. United States and Iran are literally already preparing to deploy troops, soldiers. Just meet up, talk, or ooh, man, can't really say that much since they decided to be classified. We potentially have a dollar losing its authority soon. I don't know. China seems to be always ahead of its game. Let's get it. Okay, I think that's it for this live. Does anybody have questions? Let me see you guys. You guys have questions? Got questions? No questions? Okay, let's get it. Let's make money tomorrow. Let's keep showing up. Get it is what matters. If struggling, if you're struggling, you're not getting what I'm saying. I'm just here showing you guys how my thought process is when it comes to the chart. I'm analyzing what I'm doing, what I care about, what I'm looking for, the thought process, and see how I trade every morning with it. If you truly want to understand the game, Tap in the community. We teach you the language. We teach you the position. We teach you the strategy. We teach you everything it takes for you to become an independent trader to understand how money works and moves. Bum, you're free. You're a free individual relying on your own skill. Just picture that. 30 minutes, 15 minutes, all you need. Then, boom, you have the money you need to take care of your family and yourself for a month. And you keep showing up like that, let's go. God bless you. If you truly want that, you want to change your life, tap in the community. I'll mentor you, I'll show you the way. Unlike other trading gurus selling courses and all that, no, I'm here. I'll mentor you. I'll give you my best. Trading, people say it's not for everyone. I say it is for everyone. It just depends on the person if they want to face themselves. That's the problem about trading. Honestly, I don't see it as a problem. Why? I improve, I grow, I change as person. Actually, working my way, taking the step to be where I want to be. And I'm on the path of making the system and skill work for me, and I don't have to work. Yeah, I'm doing a lot more for the deaf and hard of hearing. They need this exposure. They don't have enough. They're clueless. They're under the rock. They don't know how money works. I'm telling you, you have no idea. I've been seeing so many traders, influencers, wherever, man, deaf, hard of hearing. Bro, it's like, what the hell are they saying? What are you seeing? What's the point of that post? Okay, nice sauce. You got some values. Okay, what am I gonna do about it? Oh, funny. You gave me some laugh. Okay, what? You're just consuming. Social media is growing. Man, no. No. Action. 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 If you don't change yourself, you're the same for the next 5 years. You want that? 10 years? 20 years? Change your position. Tap in the community. Be in the right place. You'll be surrounded by people who's actually aiming to be free with skill. Okay, that's it for my rant. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Let's get it.